Hey everybody, so today I'm in the kitchen and I'm trying to have some fun, so I hope you'll have some with me. As you can see, I've got biscuits. That can of biscuits is going to be the whole key to this meal. I'm going to call it a meal because biscuits are filling. But in addition to that, if you see, I've already prepared some scallop, crab meat, shrimp, onions, and broccoli. It is going to be an amazing stuffed biscuit. So the type of biscuit I'm using is my choice. The type of biscuit you want to use is your choice. Doesn't really make a difference. But as you see, I have some seasoning. That is also up to you. But I've let you see that I'm using garlic powder and obey. In addition, I've got some pre-melted butter that I've mixed with a little bit of basil and some parsley. I've already gone ahead. Sorry, not your fault, but my fault. Couldn't get my selfie stand to do what I wanted it to do. But I've already gone ahead and I've coated the pan with a little bit of butter. And I opened up a can. Again, my selfie stick was malfunctioning. And so when I opened up the can, I just opened up my biscuits and I separated each biscuit. So one biscuit turned into two. And I started coating my biscuits and I'm going to start from there. I've done one biscuit already where I stuffed it with all of the great ingredients. And now I can show you exactly how. So you can take your biscuit that you've split into two and kind of just stretch it a little even before you get ready to put the stuff on there. It makes it a little easier. So again, I've pre-coated it with my nice little melted butter, basil, and I forget, with my basil, and I'm not gonna cheat and look at the ingredient, I forget. But I am going to start putting on my shrimp and my scallop and onion with a little bit of broccoli. And I'm just going to make sure that crab meat is in there. So I'm going to find me a nice small piece of crab meat. And I'm already stretched it, but I'm going to just pull it and wrap it. See how that did? And I'm going to do the same thing for all four sides. So I'm just gonna take and pull it and wrap it. Don't worry about it if it's not coming out as nice and neat as you want. Stay tuned. Hold on, I'm gonna show you. So I'm taking the other side and I'm pulling and I'm wrapping. Okay? Same thing with the last side. Pulling and wrapping. Now, if you've got it nice and neat like that, that's great. But what I like to do is just take it and ball it. Make it into a nice ball. Uh-oh. Make sure it stays in there. So that's part of the tucking it in. So you're just going to take it and make it into a nice roll. Okay? Roll it up and boil it. Ball it. Ball it, ball it, ball it. Okay? Then you take it and you put it in your pan. And that is how you make a stuffed seafood biscuit. So we're going to do it again, just so everybody's on the same page. We spread it out. Remember, I've already coated these biscuits. So we're going to spread it out. Gonna put that nice big shrimp on there. Not too big because, again, it's a biscuit. And we're going to take some crab and some scallop, onions, and broccoli. That's what I've got in my mix. You can choose to put whatever you like in your mix, but this is how I'm doing it, okay? A nice seafood biscuit. So again, we've already stretched it, but now we've got to cover it. So we're going to stretch a little more. Don't worry about it. Just try to be gentle. Stretch a little more. It doesn't matter which way you go first, second, third, or fourth. Just make sure you cover it up and Don't pull it, just stretch a little, okay? You don't want to overstretch it, and you don't want to tear the biscuit, okay? So again, see that coming through? You're just gonna tuck it, make sure it's covered, okay? Because that means I pulled it too far, but it's not torn where I can't use it. I just gotta pat it and roll it, okay? Pat and roll. Whoops. So this one I didn't do so well. I might have pulled it too far. So don't worry about it. It's still a good biscuit and nothing happens, okay? So we pat and roll, okay? And then we'll put it right in there with the rest of them. Yeah, you see the shrimp, it's okay. But I'm telling you, it's still gonna work and it's gonna be great. So here we have our last piece. And I've learned my lesson not to over pull, right? So we're just gonna stretch a little, smooth it out. Same thing, okay? Get you a nice piece of onion, some crab meat, a shrimp, scallop, and broccoli. Now I think that I may have maybe just put one ingredient in there too many, so it may make it a little harder on the stretch and pull to cover. But guess what? I wanted to try something new, and I hope that you find it just as tasty as I do. So I'm gonna do this with you, and we're gonna enjoy them. Now, people like to make stuffed biscuits with meatballs. You can do that too. And some marinara sauce. Sorry, my bracelet's clinking the bowl. And you can really kind of stuff biscuits with anything. We already know you can do the cheddar cheese biscuits, and we can do so much with a biscuit. Now this shrimp, I really went with the medium-sized shrimp because they're not so big, but they are enough to make you enjoy, okay? So that is something you may want to consider too when you are stuffing your biscuits, what size shrimp to use. If you want just a bite size, then go a little bit smaller and use the salad shrimp, okay? Or if you don't even care about the biscuit and you just want to wrap a biscuit around a shrimp, you can do that too. So now we've done 4, and I'm just going to go ahead and complete the pan or complete the pack of biscuits, and I'll be back. All right, so now I'm back, and I kind of did a little thing where I cut the shrimp in half because they were just a little tad bit too big, but it still has not taken away from any of the flavor, any of the ingredients, any of the directions. You still do it the same, but because I used medium-sized shrimp and I didn't want to overstretch the biscuits, it's really important not to overstretch the biscuits, I cut the shrimp in half. In addition, the last 2 biscuits I left open. I cut them, I split them in 2, but I left them as is. I didn't stuff them, and I'll show you why later. So now we're going to put these in the oven, and oh my goodness, do you see how good they look? I wish you could smell them. So stay tuned. So while the biscuits are in the oven, I decided I had just enough mix left over, and I decided to put it in a pan. So I'm going to just stir fry this a little bit. So again, just that little bit of melted butter, put it right on the pan to coat it, and then I threw in those ingredients. I'm going to put this on a medium-low heat, and I'm going to make it with some yellow rice. All right, so just some ideas while you are waiting for those biscuits to come out and you have some ingredients left over, this is something else you can do. A whole nother meal. Hey people, so now I'm back and look at what we have here. The biscuits are done. They are out the oven. I'm actually glad that one that I stretched too much was able to still get in there and do what it needed to do, so you can see the inside. They're so pretty. They're so golden brown and they are ready. So what I'm gonna do, remember I had just those 2 biscuits I split into 2? And then I had the yellow rice I said I was going to make with the leftover shrimp and mix of crab meat and onions and scallop. Well, guess what? Look how easy this is just going to be. Sometimes you don't want bread, but sometimes you do. And I've got a complete meal. Just like that. So now me, being me, I'm going to scoop this one over. And I'm going to pop it out just so I can show you up close. Okay? How's that for a biscuit? With some shrimp and onion and scallop and stuffed seafood biscuits. My name is A Taste of Mocha. Some people call me Miss Mocha. But this is what I do. I have fun in the kitchen. I try things that's never been done before. I've got some secret recipes that are working to be put in restaurants. And I've got some things that I've already done. So you can follow me on Instagram at A Taste of Mocha, M-O-C-A. That's A Taste of Mocha on Instagram and on Facebook. Thanks. I hope you like, subscribe, and share.